You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6.
But in total, we'll have approximately 160 buses on the road.
This week, we have team coverage on all things back to school, what you need to know before the first day of school this Monday.
And the Manatee County Sheriff's Office is holding their National Night Out. We'll tell you when and where.
And the Health Department wants to make sure kids are up to date on vaccinations. We'll tell you where they're offering extended hours. Good Morning Suncoast starts right now. 6 o'clock. Good morning again. It is Tuesday, August the 7th. I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Stephanie Webb. Thanks for waking up with us this morning. And for John Scalzi today is Josh Stone. We'll look at today's forecast, Josh.
All right, Ray and Stephanie, thanks so much. Yeah, temperatures right now in the mid to upper 70s, so pretty pleasant. And as far as the radar goes, well, there's some showers and storms, but they're out here in the open waters of the Gulf of Mexico right now. So our radar remains very quiet. We have dry air above us. That's going to limit any sort of widespread shower activity. But with the heating of the day, and just like yesterday, that sea breeze convergence will start to ignite those showers and storms as we go through the afternoon hours. Looks like that sea breeze isn't really going to get that far inland today because the dominant feature will be the easterly wind around the area of high pressure to our north and east. So here we go through the day, starting off with mostly sunny skies, then the clouds will start to form in the afternoon and those showers and storms will get going towards the coast. But highs today going to top out in the low 90s and probably above our average high of 90. So yesterday we actually topped out at 94, and today I think we'll be at 93. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Josh. Talk to you again soon. Checking first alert traffic right now. A lane is still blocked at US 41 at the Bayshore Road area. That is way up in Palmetto in the northern portion of Manatee County. We'll continue to watch that throughout the morning. A little blip there on Manatee Avenue West in the westbound lane as you leave downtown Bradenton. Checking farther south now, here's the situation in the northern half of Sarasota County. Nothing in the red right now. And then the final map for the south will show a little red there on the I shouldn't call it a bypass. I got a call from a viewer. I said, not a bypass, it's a connector. So 681 connector from the interstate back toward 41. Otherwise, all clear at 6:01 on your Tuesday morning.
Well, once school starts next week, close to 16,000 students will be riding the bus each day in Manatee County.
We're told that's almost 3 million miles a year for Manatee County school buses. So are the buses and the drivers ready? Marla Spence joins us now with a live update from Manatee County. Marla?
Good morning, guys. School bus drivers all week long have been taking their buses out on the road to get well acquainted and prepared for this new school year. Doing so is helping them get acquainted to the roads as well as new routes that some bus drivers will be taking this year. Now, in addition to them getting ready, so is the technician department here at the Manatee County School District. Technicians are required to check school buses every 30 days, and they've been also making sure their fleet of about 216 buses are in tip-top shape. Now, only 160 of those buses will be hitting the road this year, and of those 160, 16 new shiny buses have been added to the fleet. Now, on top of that, a new technology has also been implemented to those school buses to make it easier for bus drivers when picking up students, and it's a tablet or what the school district calls a mobile data terminal.
We have a new tablet that goes on the bus. It's an MDT that allows the driver to check off students when they pull up to a stop. It has a list of their students to help them better get associated with their students. And in case there's a new student, it allows the bus operator to identify. It also allows us to, anytime that if there was an unfortunate accident, we would know who's on that bus at any given time.
Now, another technology that has also been implemented for this school year is a new mobile app for parents called Where's the Bus? It's able to help parents track the school buses that their kids might be on throughout the school year. And also, it's a way for the bus drivers to allow and let parents know where or how long they'll be to those bus stops for the school year. Now, Jason Harris, who's the Director of Transportation here for the Manatee County School District Transportation Department, tells us parents should also get well acquainted with their bus drivers just in case anything were to happen, and to also get well familiar with their bus routes and also their bus stops for their kids. Reporting live in Manatee County, I'm Marla Spence for ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Marla. To make sure students have shots, the Health Department Department is offering extended hours in the Northport and Sarasota clinics. Tomorrow, the Sarasota Immunization Clinic on Ring Lane will remain open until 7:30 p.m. and on Thursday and Friday until 7 p.m. For a complete schedule in the area, go to our website, mysuncoast.com.
Happening now, Sarasota police are in the final days of collecting school supplies before the start of the new year. Pack the Patrol car is still in effect all this week from 6 in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. Anytime during those hours, you can stop by the police station near Payne Park and drop off your donations. Now, they're looking for supplies, too, for all grade levels, from pens and pencils all the way up to backpacks. For a full list of what they need this year, you can go online to mysuncoast.com. Last year, they collected more than 2,000 school supplies, so they're hoping to break the record this year.
For the latest on back to school and breaking news and the latest forecast, check out our app under WWSB or under My Suncoast. Getting younger students to eat more vegetables may have to do more with presentation. New research found that segmented plates, that's right, segmented plates with pictures of recommended foods. You agree?
I agree. I've fed small kids. I know this.
Right. This led preschoolers to eat more vegetables.
Yep.
The study found that on days when kids used the plates, they served themselves more vegetables and ate more than when using the usual white plates.
Hey, you make them into smiley faces, too. They'll also eat them.
A lot of tricks up your sleeve. Lunch trays have shown similar results in elementary school students.
And now to a developing story that involves a bit of a mystery, with one of the top officials in the Manatee County School District. The Deputy Superintendent of Business Services and Operations, Ron Serrana, has been placed on an administrative leave, but no one is saying exactly why, just that there is an internal investigation. According to a source at the school district, it is because of a professional matter, not personal or criminal. He oversees more than a dozen departments there, including human resources, finance, budget, and payroll.
Happening today, it's National Night Out, and locally, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office and the Boys and Girls Clubs are teaming up. It's a nationally recognized crime prevention event that's open to the public. The event takes place tonight from 6 till 9 at the Sheriff's Office in Bradenton.
Oh, here we go again. MoviePass is making changes. Yet again. The movie subscription service now says that they are ditching their plans to raise the actual subscription prices. Instead, they're going to put a cap on the number of movies that you can see every month. So instead of unlimited movies with the pass, subscribers will now only be able to see just 3 movies a month.
Is somebody still going to movies out there?
Yes, me, Ray.
You heard of Netflix? Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
The best and worst states to retire. Does Florida still make the list? You might be surprised at some of the states that are ranked the best these days.
It is 6:07 right now. First off, a peek outside our studios. Still dark out there. We expect a sun to appear at some time this morning. Now let's check our roving camera and see where he is today. Russ is at outside a school bus right there in Manatee County, I would imagine. School starts again on Monday, and we've got team coverage all this week. As far as the forecast goes, here's Josh Stone.
Yeah, I hope it's not a bust anyway.
Oh, Josh.
Help me out here. All right. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday morning, and we're looking at temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, lower 80s actually in some locations right now. Radar, for the most part, is quiet. This changes, though, this afternoon with some isolated storms that could get going and then track towards the coast. It's going to be another warm one, though, as temperatures climb into the low 90s once again today. More on the forecast, have your 7-day outlook. When I come back, stay with us.
My name is Stephen Jaffe. The law firm's name is Farmer Jaffe. One of the beautiful things about Julius is he's always smiling, and it becomes infectious. The fact that Julius has a disability has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of work that he's done. Just a great person you want on your staff.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Ready to open up new opportunities as an electrician? Don't do it yourself. Team up with Mr. Sparky instead. We're locally owned and looking for people like you. We offer our electricians great perks that you just won't get going it alone. And whether you're an apprentice, a master electrician, or somewhere in between, we have a spot for you.
Best decision I ever made.
Apply online or call today.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
If you think it's hot outside, just wait until you see even hotter savings inside. Only at Rugs As Art Hot Summer Savings Sale Event, will you find the lowest prices on a vast selection of stunning rugs, furniture accents, and accessories. This special event only happens once a year, so hurry in before the best selections are gone. The hot summer savings event ends soon, so don't miss out on the best prices ever. Rugs as Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with the family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, fishing, or biking and hiking. Or play the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy the flavors of the Black Belt. Book your adventure at our lodges or stay in the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
Another pair of satisfied emotions. Looks to me like elation and maybe some amazement. It's part of the Honda Summer Spectacular Event experience. You could say satisfaction comes standard here, just like the Honda Accord comes standard with a luxurious, roomy interior. All at the Honda Summer Spectacular Event.
We see it all the time.
Visit your local Honda dealer and test drive the Honda Accord, 2018's North American Car of the Year.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. Gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah.
Download the all-new ABC7 First Alert Weather app now.
Good morning to you. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi today. Looking at the radar, we have a few showers and even some thunderstorms that are rumbling, but this is well offshore here in the open waters of the Gulf of Mexico. And right now, for the Suncoast, everything looks very quiet on the radar. There's some shower activity here in Highlands County. That's really outside our viewing area, and that's well inland, and they're just light showers at this time. Our current condition right now, well, mostly clear skies, 77 degrees with an easterly wind at 8 miles per hour. Here's our weather story. Increasing clouds this afternoon, much like yesterday. Then later on this afternoon, early this evening, we'll have those storms that start to fire up and track towards the coast. And then there's going to be a change in our weather pattern come later this work week and into the weekend. We have a flood warning for the Peace River in Arcadia, or at Arcadia, and Myakka River at Myakka River State Park because of all the rain we've received. And fortunately, these things take days to calm down, but hopefully with some drier conditions coming our way, that will help with the waters receding. We have dry air above the peninsula, and that's going to hold any sort of widespread shower activity that may develop this afternoon. We're just calling for scattered showers. But what's driving this easterly wind component is high pressure. There's actually a few of them here, but we'll just concentrate on the one that's to the north and east of Florida. It's driving in that easterly wind component. So when the sea breeze gets going in the afternoon, it can't fight that easterly wind. That's the dominant feature here. So the convergence actually happens closer to the coast, and then the upper level easterly wind driven by the area of high pressure to our northeast pushes those storms towards the coast, pushes those storms westward. You can see this happening on our futurecast with the showers and storms developing with the heating of the day, and then they all blow westward towards the coast. So about 5:30 this afternoon, we'll start to see those storms. And some could be on the heavier side with gusty winds, lightning, and some heavy rainfall. Let's talk about tropics right now. A little flare up here in the North Atlantic. National Hurricane Center gives us a 50% chance of developing into something, but it is moving towards the north and northeast and over cooler waters, and it's really just going to affect shipping interest. This is just out of interest, though. What's happening in the Pacific Ocean is quite active. Actually, have two hurricanes, Hurricane John, Category 1, and also Hurricane Hector, which is a Category 4 storm taking place, and that's actually tracking towards Hawaii. Sustained winds right now of 145 miles per hour, and the front right part of these storms are their most powerful, and Hawaii is just north of this storm, which puts it right near the front right part of Hurricane Hector. So this could be a big story as we go through this week. We'll monitor it, but again, it's not going to affect the Suncoast, just out of interest. All right, for the beachgoers today and the boating forecast, easterly wind at 10 knots, becoming west in the afternoon at 5 knots. Sea is 1 to 2 feet with a light chop in the bays. And our high today will top out at 93 here in Sarasota. The average is 90, so above that. Yesterday we actually topped out at 94. So as we go through tomorrow, another similar forecast, just like today, with the rain chance in the afternoon, about 30%. And then as we get into Thursday and Friday, well, the dry air kind of dominates here, and we'll have drier conditions with only 20% chance of shower activity and mostly sunny skies. But over the weekend, the wind shifts. That area of high pressure that's to our northeast, bringing us the easterly wind component, falls to the south, bringing those winds around it from the south and southwest, and a westerly wind component will drive those showers in the morning hours along the coast, and then with the heating of the day, the storms will fire inland and then track further to the east. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Josh. Let's take a look outside and check out your first alert traffic out there. We're still looking at that spot in Manatee County. That is still going on right now. 41 in the northbound lane. There's a lane blocked right there at Bayshore Road. Again, in Manatee County, 41 in the northbound lane. There was a lane blocked right there at Bayshore Road. So something to keep an eye out for if that is part of your morning commute. Then in Sarasota County, those roads are not looking too bad just yet. Most of those are running still pretty smooth at this hour. Clark Road's starting to get a little congested again, but nothing too bad. As for your morning commute, if you're headed south, maybe towards Port Charlotte, 75 and 41 are both running pretty smooth. 41 gets a little congested right around Venice, but nothing too bad out there just yet. It is 6:16, and that is your first alert traffic.
New evidence on the popularity of paper straws over plastic ones these days. The only maker of paper straws in the U.S. has just been bought out. The Hoffmaster Group purchased Indiana-based Aardvark straws. Good investment, too. Get this. Demand last year for Aardvark's paper straws grew by 5,000%.
Wow. Well, it is never too early to start thinking about retirement, especially where you want to live out your golden years. So does Florida still make the cut? Mary Maloney has the answer.
Trading warm beaches for chilly plains. According to a new Bankrate survey, that's what more and more people are doing when they retire.
What we really wanted to look at was essentially the factors that make retirement locations either attractive or not so much.
Although Florida has traditionally been a popular destination for retirees, it did not top the list of this year's best places to retire. That honor goes to South Dakota.
It might surprise people that South Dakota comes out on top of the list.
The survey looked at 7 factors, including cost of living, weather, and health care quality.
That includes the availability of health care because as we all get older, one way or the other, we're going to need health care.
The Mount Rushmore state is followed by other cold weather locations, Utah, Idaho, and New Hampshire. The Sunshine State barely cracked the top 5.
Where Florida gets dinged is, broadly speaking, the quality of health care. Its health care system broadly is not regarded as being terribly good.
New York checked in as the worst place to retire.
If you're an expensive state, you're not going to be a very good place to retire.
The survey found more retirees are prioritizing health care over warmer temperatures.
If you're not able to make your dollars go farther, the weather is sort of irrelevant.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Mary Maloney.
Interesting list. Now, others on the bottom of the list: New Mexico, Maryland, Louisiana, Arkansas, and California.
California.
I think that one I was looking at was too expensive. Some of the cost
sense.
of living was a little bit high on that one.
Let's go to South Dakota.
Okay. Retirement begins today.
I'll meet you there.
Okay.
6:18 right now. It's not every day you walk into a gas station and see Keith Urban, but a New Jersey woman made the encounter even more special by helping pay his tab. Ruth Reed and her husband have made it a habit to pick up people's tabs at Wawa. A few years ago, she made a New Year's resolution to do that weekly. So when the customer in front of her was having an issue at the register, she jumped at the opportunity to help.
It looked like he was using a cord and it didn't go through, and then he asked a young lady for $5, and I thought, this is it. This is, so no, I'll get it.
Well, she thought he looked familiar, but wasn't sure until he convinced her, telling Reed to ask his sister once she saw his bodyguards. She was convinced.
Wow. How come we can't ever get that lucky?
I heard a great Keith Urban story last week in Nashville. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
He went out there anonymously with a guitar case open and played guitar, and people didn't recognize him right away. Maybe he was disguised a little bit.
Yeah.
He got about $8 total.
Keith Urban.
And the moral was he wanted to encourage others in Nashville, hang in there. It's just luck of the draw.
Wow.
So I guess he must have disguised himself pretty well that day.
Yeah, and I've heard a lot of good things about him over the years too. He's very, like, he gives away a lot of money, and he's very encouraging. He does a lot of things with music students too.
Very good.
Good
for
guy.
him. Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
A Texas A&M graduate takes her graduation photos to a whole new level. Hey, she's just posing with her best friend, one that just happens to have a few more teeth than you and I do. Plus, Jackie.
We'll tell you about the teacher shortage Sarasota County School District is seeing for this upcoming school year.
All right, talk to you soon, Jackie. 6:20 right now. There we go. Pretty daybreak in progress. We'll have more on Josh's forecast and an update on local news coming up right here on Good Morning Suncoast.
Our nurse, Jennifer, all we did is pick up the phone if I was having a bad day, and the next thing we know, she was here at the door. I can't believe that I would have received any greater care anywhere. From that moment on, everything changed dramatically. And I don't know what we would have done without that.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
What do you get when you cross your tired, aching back with this fragile egg? The Egg Sitter Cushion, an amazing new flex cushion that supports your backside and spine so well you can sit on an egg without breaking it. Incredible!
You want me to sit on this egg? Okay. Can't believe I'm doing this. I don't even feel it. It didn't even break? Oh, I was wondering about that. Now that's a good cushion.
The honeycomb design is constructed of Elasticor that absorbs pressure points by collapsing in on itself. That's why even this egg won't break under direct pressure. Now long days at the office will be more comfortable, dinner more enjoyable, and painful car rides a thing of the past. Get your Egg Sitter Support Cushion for just $39.99. It comes with a free non-slip washable cover and our 10-year comfort guarantee. But wait, call right now and you can get a second cushion. Just pay separate fee. Call now.
Call 1-800-232-1564. That's 1-800-232-1564. Call now or go to eggsitter.com. Order now.
My name is Luke Perry, and I am 1 million strong. I'm in the fight against colorectal cancer because I believe we can win it. Colon and rectal cancers are the second leading cause of cancer deaths among men and women in the U.S. Colon cancer is preventable. Know the risk factors and make sure to get screened. There are simple, take-home options available. Take control of your health. Screening for colon cancer isn't embarrassing. It can be life-saving. To find out more about your options, visit fightcrc.org.
Cancer doesn't run in my family. That really was the farthest thing from my mind. I've been an athlete my whole life, and I work in sports, so my mindset was just, let's fight. So our stories are all unique, so whatever you're going through, ask questions, get information, and be involved. Don't ignore the signs. Join the fight. I'm Tony Beasley, and I'm a stage 2 colorectal cancer survivor.
Here's a live shot from Manatee County at the School District Transportation Department. Big day on Monday. We've got team coverage all this week of various things in Sarasota and Manatee County.
That's right. It is our back to school week. Everything you need to know to be ready for the start of the new year next week.
I used to love the first day of school. It was the second day, not so much.
The last day of
Third
school,
day.
also the best.
Yes. 624 right now. New this morning, the Pentagon has warned some members of the military about how to use fitness trackers, smartphones, and potentially even dating apps that use geolocating features. The Pentagon is reviewing its policies after it was revealed a fitness tracking app named Strava may have inadvertently revealed the locations of security forces around the world. So while the devices themselves aren't banned, service members are asked to ensure their geolocating features are disabled. The new policy says the ban applies to all personnel in operational areas, which includes, of course, troops deployed overseas.
Well, it is a jaw-dropping or maybe jaw-opening graduation photo that has gone viral. Just a girl and her best friend.
Yeah, look at this stuff. Diane Macedo has the video.
In this morning's GMA First Look, this Texas A&M senior is giving "See ya later, alligator" a whole new meaning. Up. Meet Mackenzie Nolan and her best friend Big Tex, a 1,000-pound, nearly 14-foot-long gator.
I am not scared for my life out here. I know I'm in very good hands.
She says the two bonded during her summer internship at Gator Country Rescue, so it seemed only natural that she would take her graduation photos with Tex.
I'm very happy to work with Tex every single day, so I just really wanted him to be a part of this special moment.
Those photos now have over 4,000 likes, and Mackenzie says while Big Tex may look scary, he's really a gentle giant.
He's been a really big part of my summer, and I just hope that he loves me as much as I love him.
We'll have more on these two coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Diane Macedo, ABC News.
I'm a migraine sufferer, and I'm an EMT. When I get a migraine at work, it's debilitating. If I call out with a migraine, that's one less ambulance to serve a community. I just don't want to let these people down.
Excedrin Migraine, relief that works as hard as you do.
Mother Nature. Nothing smells greater than the great outdoors, especially when you're in accounts receivable. Only one detergent can give you a sniff like this. Try Gain Botanicals Laundry Detergent, one of the many irresistible scents from Gain.
Salads should look like this. Crisp leaves of lettuce, freshly made dressing. Clean food that looks this good, delivered to your desk. Now delivering to home or office. Panera, food as it should be.
Excuse me a minute. Hi, Dad. No, don't try to get up.
Hi, I'm Julie, a right-at-home caregiver. And if I'd been caring for Tom's dad, I would have noticed some dizziness that could lead to balance issues. That's because I'm trained to report any changes in behavior, no matter how small, so Tom could have peace of mind.
We'll be right there. We have to go.
Hey, Tom, you should try Right at Home. They're great for us.
The right care, right at home.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
My California Closets experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closets story.
My name is Julius. I have cerebral palsy. I work for Farmer Jeffrey Weising Law Firm. I do a lot of data entry and scanning documents. I want to increase my working experience to make the company much better. At the end of the day, it's good to think of the day's work and to think about what I have accomplished.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to abilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Ever since I can remember, I've been intrigued by industrial design and the optimization.
Wait, that's passion? Ever since I can remember, my passion has been industrial design. We need 3D printers for Miss Adams' engineering program so that we are ready to solve 21st century challenges.
Impressive. Think It Up is a new initiative to support student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classroom today? Think It Up.
You now have the power to prioritize your Facebook feed and get local news and information from the team you trust. Go to the ABC7 Sarasota page on Facebook. Give us a like, then click following and choose See First. That's it. Customize even more by choosing notifications. Choose breaking news, posts, live videos, anything you want to see in real time. Take control of your newsfeed and stay connected to what's happening in your community with ABC7 on Facebook. Watch Good Morning Suncoast on ABC7, weekdays starting at 5. You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6:30.
The job is tough. I mean, teaching is a difficult profession. It's also an extremely rewarding profession.
It's our back to school week, and in our team coverage, we're going to tell you how the current teacher shortage may affect your kids here on the Suncoast.
New guidelines for free and reduced meals for students. We'll look at those guidelines and how you could apply.
And we've been covering red tide from every angle, where it is, where it's now been spotted, and just how much marine life has been affected. We have all of those stories, plus your Tuesday forecast. Good Morning Suncoast starts right now. Good morning to you, or welcome back. It is 6:30. I'm Stephanie Webb.
I'm Ray Collins. John Scalzi is off this week. We've got Josh Stone here instead with details of your Tuesday weather, sir.
All right, Ray and Stephanie, yeah, we're walking out to comfortable conditions, upper 70s right now, 77 Sarasota and 78 in both Bradenton and Venice with just a few clouds out there. We're going to have a beautiful sunrise this morning. As far as our radar goes, quiet conditions right now. Nothing really to show you here along the Suncoast. Have a few sprinkles of very isolated shower activity, and that's in DeSoto County. But as far as our weather today, starting off with sunshine, then a few clouds develop with the heating of the day, and later on this afternoon, much like yesterday, we'll have those showers and storms start to intensify and then track towards the coast. Highs today going to top out in the low 90s. Back to you.
Talk to you again soon. Thank you, Josh. Northern Manatee County, an issue there at the bypass on Bayshore Road northbound. Lane is blocked at 41. Doesn't look like there's any residual backups there yet, but we'll track that throughout the morning and keep you posted. Checking the northern half now of Sarasota County. Nothing really in the red right now. A little blip there on 301 southbound around 10th. Otherwise relatively clear. Farther south now on the map, we'll see all clear in the South County region at 6:32.
Well, if you have kids in the Sarasota County School District, they may see a substitute teacher on the very first day.
Yeah, there still are some teacher vacancies in Sarasota County. A closer look now from our Jackie Kelly live from district headquarters in Sarasota County. Jackie?
Good morning, guys. Sarasota County School District says that although they've hired about 140 teachers so far this summer, they still have about 95 vacancies left. Now they say around 40 teachers are still going through that hiring process, so they'll start out as subs on the first day of school, and then once approved, they'll become permanent teachers for that classroom that they were subbing. The district says that it is normal to have this amount of vacancies. They say the most common reason for teachers leaving is because they are retiring.
Unfortunately, our critical shortage areas, math and science. They're also finding jobs maybe higher paying in the private industry. So we're competing with everyone on tech jobs, math jobs, science jobs.
And now the district says although Sarasota County has one of the highest paying starting salaries for teachers at $44,300 in the whole state, they say nationally we're seeing less students go to college to become teachers because of the low wages. Reporting live in Sarasota, Jackie Kelly, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Jackie. Well, with the start of the new school year, the new guidelines have been announced for free and reduced price meals for students. Next week, applications forms to fill out will be sent home to all homes with a letter to parents. Now, if you meet the federal income guidelines, you can apply for benefits at any time during the school year. The guidelines of eligibility actually run from the July 1st of this year through June of next year. And for the latest on all the back-to-school news, breaking news, plus your up-to-the-minute first alert forecast, don't forget to download our free ABC 7 app.
Flooding has shut down a popular park in Sarasota County. The Parks and Rec Department announced that Mayaca River Park in Venice is closed until further notice. Parts of the river overflowed their banks after recent rain. 2 months ago, flooding from subtropical storm Alberto shut down portions of the park. The floodwater now covers most of the path where people would usually walk, run, or bike.
Them closed the gate like that. So it must have been, the flooding must be very bad.
We're always disappointed to come up here and find it flooded, which doesn't happen all that often, but we need the rain and we love living in nature, so we're patient with it. And we always know that we can go 4 miles that way and hit the Legacy Trail.
There you go. Sarasota County says the park will remain closed until it's safe again, which could take a few weeks. We'll have updates on our website at mysuncoast.com.
Now to those California wildfires that we've been covering for the past few weeks. This morning, the Mendocino Complex fire is now considered the largest fire ever recorded in state history. Andrew Spencer has the latest.
Another fast-moving fire ignited on Monday. By the end of the day, the Holy Fire had already burned more than 4,000 acres in Orange County, California. As crews struggled to contain the Ferguson fire, parts of Yosemite National Park have been closed indefinitely.
We have fire that's impacting all of the main roads that are used to access Yosemite Valley.
We're working as best we can with the resources that we have to manage this, but Mother Nature has taken its course and we've needed to adapt to it.
More than 100 firefighters arrived Monday from Australia and New Zealand, coming overseas to help battle wildfires in California and in the Northwest. The most menacing fire in California continues to be the Mendocino Complex fire, a combination of 2 fires burning in Northern California around Clear Lake. On Monday, the acreage burned by that fire climbed above 283,000 acres, surpassing last year's Thomas fire as the largest in Cal Fire history. Like many other people, the fire has left Jay Michael sleeping in the back of his van.
It's better than Kent or caught.
This is the second time he's had to evacuate his home this season. Cal Fire said as of Monday evening, the Mendocino Complex fire was threatening to destroy more than 11,000 structures. That's in addition to more than 1,000 other buildings threatened by the Carr Fire, which has already caused so much damage in and around Redding, California. I'm Andrew Spencer, reporting.
Back here on the Suncoast, red tide may be moving farther north as dead fish are now washing up on beaches in Manatee County. Now, all the signs we had been seeing in Sarasota County have moved north. The dead fish, the bad smell, and those dark, murky waters. The latest update from Moat Marine shows that Manatee and Coquina beaches are both now fighting the effects of red tide.
It definitely went from a couple fish to a massive amount of fish. It was overpowering. It almost got me back in the car.
And the red tide bloom is affecting other beaches on Anna Maria Island as well. The city of Holmes Beach announced it's going to place dumpsters at beach access points to dispose of fish. They'll be on certain areas such as, you'll see on this map, on 30th, 33rd, 36th, 46th, 67th, and 71st. You got bingo?
I got bingo.
They ask that you don't throw out any red tide waste into regular garbage cans, which are not emptied as often. Also, volunteers are needed to help clean the beach. To find out how you can help and which beaches are needed, go to mysuncoast.com.
Now, as of today, Moat Marine says that there are about 137 sea turtles that have now been rescued or recovered this year in Sarasota and Manatee counties. That's 37 more than all of last year. Researchers couldn't put an exact number on how many of the deaths were a proven result of red tide, but they did say most of the 137 were dead rather than rescued. Now, 10 still remain at Moat's Sea Turtle Rehab Hospital.
We don't know statewide if it's been this bad. It's hard to say that ourselves. But we can say it's a pretty significant bloom for us in terms of the number of sea turtles that have been coming in.
The nonprofit Save Our Seabirds says it will take birds dead or dazed also from the red tide.
ABC 7 is covering the red tide extensively. As you can tell, log on to mysuncoast.com to see all of our coverage of the past several weeks and also answers to the most frequently asked questions about red tide.
Check this out. This pup may be the best dolphin spotter in Sarasota Bay. At least that's what his owner thinks. ABC 7 viewer Captain Kathy sent us this video from her boat ride on Sarasota Bay tours. I see one. I see one.
Oh, that's great.
That's pretty cool.
Detecting dolphins, I hope.
Well done. Well done. All right, still to come on Good Morning Suncoast.
Overnight, while you slept, another rocket launch for SpaceX from Cape Canaveral. There it goes. We'll come back and tell you more about this particular mission.
But first, Josh Stone in for John Scalzi today with a look at your Tuesday forecast.
All right, Stephanie and Ray, yeah, we're walking out to nice temperatures, mid to upper 70s right now. It's 77 in Sarasota, 78 in Venice. Not much showing the radar. This changes, though, as we go through this afternoon with the heating of the day, and that sea breeze convergence will ignite a few storms tracking towards the coast. Highs day topping out in the low 90s, but what can we expect for the rest of the work week? I'll let you know in a few minutes from now.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do it yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Clogged pores are disgusting. Introducing DermaSuction, the easy way to suck that yuck out of your pores. DermaSuction removes blackheads and dirt from your pores. Just look at everything it extracts. The secret's the gentle vacuum action. Watch as DermaSuction extracts so much yuck, leaving your skin feeling clean and youthful.
The gunk that had been pulled out, I was pretty horrified, but better in the DermaSuction than on my face.
It's almost addictive because you can see all this stuff coming out of your skin that you don't even really know is there.
Call now to order your DermaSuction for just $19.99. We'll also include our small and large body probes, the Sonic Microdermabrasion probe, and the handy travel case, all absolutely free. Order now and you can double the offer. Just pay a separate fee. You can get all this, but you have to order now.
Call 1-800-213-9301. That's 1-800-213-9301 or visit dermasuction.com. So call 1-800-213-9301 now.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blog, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining. Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC 7 shows on your streaming device.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday morning. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi today. He has the day off, and we're looking at our radar right now. There's a few scattered showers, even some rumbles of thunder here, well offshore the peninsula, off of southwest Florida. And in the open waters of the Gulf of Mexico right now, the Suncoast looks pretty quiet as far as rainfall goes. Nothing to show you other than a few sprinkles here in DeSoto County and Highlands County, which is outside our viewing area, but other than that, everything looks quiet up and down the Suncoast at this time. This graphic will change later on this afternoon, much like what we saw yesterday with heating of the day and the sea breeze convergence that will ignite a few storms, and then those storms will track towards the coast. 77 degrees right now outside, humidity at 94%, not much of an easterly wind at 8 miles per hour. That's going to be the case today with that dominant upper level easterly wind. So increasing clouds today with the heating of the day. That will happen in the afternoon. Then the afternoon storms will get going, lingering into early this evening and push offshore. And then there's going to be a change in our weather pattern as we get into later this work week and into the weekend. Right now we have dry air above the peninsula, shows up in tan on our water vapor imagery graphic. And that's going to limit any sort of widespread shower activity for this afternoon. Few areas of high pressure, but we'll concentrate on the ones here that are to the north and east of our state. They rotate clockwise, so the winds around them are clockwise flow, and that's why we're going to experience this easterly, northeasterly wind, thanks to these areas of high pressure to our northeast. Okay, so when the sea breeze gets going, like it does every afternoon, it's going to come in off the Gulf of Mexico, but it's fighting that easterly wind around these areas of high pressure here, okay? So these easterly winds are going to win out. So the sea breeze convergence is going to be held close to the coastline of the west coast of Florida, and that's why those showers and storms will get going close to the coast, and then the easterly upper level steering winds will blow these storms from east to west. You can see this on the Futurecast, what happens. Heating in the day takes place, sea breeze convergence, and then we have, boom, these storms just appear. Could be heavy times with some gusty winds and also some lightning strikes, but around 5:30, 6:30, the storms will get going, and then as you can see, they move westward and offshore, and then things start to die down. All right, let's talk about the tropics. Really only one thing happening in the northern Atlantic, and that's this. National Hurricane Center has this disturbance, about a 50% chance of becoming something stronger than it is now, but it is moving towards the north and eventually to the northeast and over cooler waters. We don't have to worry about that. All right, for the beach goers and boating forecast, easterly wind at 10 knots, becoming west in the afternoon at 5 knots. Sea is 1 to 2 feet with a light chop in the bays. Temperature at the beach today will be 91 degrees, water temperature 87, but just remember, we have some issues with red tide, so if you're going to the beach today, plug your nose. Smell of dead fish is not very pleasant. 93 will be our high today. The average is 90. Yesterday we topped out at 94. So it's going to be another warm one today. Heat index could actually be over 100 degrees, maybe 102, 103 degrees. But watch out for those late afternoon storms, especially sparking some lightning strikes. All right, so much of the same forecast for tomorrow. Then we go through a little bit of a transition on Thursday and Friday. Rain chance lessens, but remember that area of high pressure I showed you that was to the northeast of Florida? That's going to slip southward. Now the return flow around it still still clockwise, but the winds will be coming up from the southwest and the west, and those westerly winds, much like early last week and 2 weeks ago, we had those showers that developed in the morning hours, and then they refired inland. Well, that's what's going to happen here. Morning showers probably on Saturday and Sunday, and then they'll develop more inland and become more widespread inland. That's the story. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Josh. Let's check on your first alert traffic out there. We are still showing that spot in Manatee County that has got a little problem right there. US 41, right there by Bayshore Road northbound. There's a lane blocked at Bayshore Road, Valencia Drive. 41 again, so right there in the northbound lane at Bayshore Road, there is a lane block, so be on the lookout for that one. In Sarasota County, those roads are not looking too bad just yet, so if we can move, there we go. 41, a couple slowdowns there, but nothing too big as of this hour just yet. If your commute is going to take you towards the Port Charlotte area, 75 and 41 are running pretty smoothly at this hour. It is 6:48, and that is your first alert traffic. Well, while you were sleeping, SpaceX launched a new communications satellite from Cape Canaveral. The Falcon 9 Block 5 rocket successfully took off around 1:18 this morning. Let's watch. And liftoff, deploying the satellite just over an hour later. The company reused the powerful Block 5 booster for this job. Now, the final upgrade is actually supposed to be able to go back and forth to space up to 100 times.
Happening today, the star witness testifying against Paul Manafort is taking the stand, and it could be a good day. Before working together on the Trump campaign, Manafort and Rick Gates spent years working together consulting for foreign political clients. Gates didn't do his boss any favors yesterday when he said he and Manafort didn't report 15 foreign bank accounts and knew it was illegal. Now Manafort is on trial for falsifying tax returns and failing to report millions in income. And Gates, having pleaded guilty to conspiracy and lying to federal authorities, is testifying against him. That's why this could be interesting. Gates is expected back on the stand today for day 2 of his testimony in Alexandria, Virginia.
Overnight, singer Pink was readmitted to an Australian hospital. According to Live Nation, she's been admitted to a hospital in Sydney now twice since Sunday, suffering from both dehydration and a gastric virus. The illness has forced her to cancel some of those concert dates in Sydney.
Getting some flack there, I understand, because paparazzi caught her on the beach.
Yes.
She's having to defend herself that she is really sick. That's awkward.
You can be, yeah. No, don't be seen on the beach and then be in the hospital, but I understand it.
Yes. 6:49 right now. Still ahead, your top 7 headlines before 7 a.m.
That includes one last look at your Tuesday forecast and the award for the worst thing that you can eat for breakfast. We're going to tell you what it is.
First, here's a peek of your capital, Washington, D.C. Beautiful shot there of the rotunda. You're watching Good Morning Suncoast right here on ABC 7.
My California Closets experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closets story.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard live up to a set of time-honored principles.
I will always place the mission first.
They stand ready to respond to any crisis.
I will never accept defeat.
They serve in their communities as citizens and as soldiers.
I will never quit.
They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
Learn more at nationalguard.com.
Mascara adds depth to the eyes. Lipstick gives the mouth color and definition. And ALS paralyzes the body.
You look great, Mom.
Thank you. Slowly taking away the ability to move and eventually breathe.
How do you open tough jar lids? Do you try this one? Or this one? Or how about this one?
Honey?
This is the future. Shouldn't there be a robot for this by now? There is. Introducing RoboTwist, the robotic jar opener that easily twists off even the toughest lids. Just set it down, press the button, and watch it work. First, the RoboStrong vise locks down tight. Then the powerful twisting action unscrews the lid. RoboTwist is yours for the special introductory price of just $19.99. That's right, the robotic jar opener that easily twists off even the toughest lids, all for just $19.99. Whether the jar is big or small, RoboTwist can open them all. Supplies are limited, so don't delay. Here's how to get yours today.
Call 1-800-347-1073. That's 1-800-347-1073. Or order online at buyrobotwist.com.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining. ABC 7, the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station.
If you get a chance, stop by our respective Facebook professional pages. Interesting thing I had a chance to post yesterday.
Yes.
Facebook told me that 10 years earlier I had posed for a picture in downtown Sarasota with a microphone, so I recreated it yesterday.
So if you would like to enjoy the Ray Time Machine, go to Ray Collins, ABC 7. If you want to see great show bloopers, go to Stephanie Webb, ABC 7.
That's right. We're on Instagram as well. All right, 6:53 right now on your Tuesday morning.
All right, moving on. Here is your top 7 before 7.
First off, Josh Stone's first alert weather forecast.
All right, Stephanie and Ray. Well, we're going to start off seeing sunny skies, then the clouds will form in the afternoon, and a few showers will get going, and those will track towards the coast. As far as our highs today, topping out in the low 90s. The average is 90, but we'll be above that slightly, around 92, 93 degrees for this afternoon. Heat index values, though, about 100 degrees. Number 2.
All right, traffic is number 2, Josh. An ongoing issue now causing some backup in northern Manatee County. You see up there at the top of your screen, the bypass at Bayshore Road northbound. A lane is blocked. 41 near Bayshore Road and Valencia Drive. You are seeing some red there behind it, so be aware of that. Avoid that if you can. Perhaps take 75 or 301.
Number 3, there is still a shortage of school bus drivers in Manatee County. Even though pay rates have actually gone up, the district is still looking to hire at least 20 more drivers.
Number 4, Sarasota Police in the final days of collecting school supplies. You can stop by the police station near Payne Park and drop off donations from 6 a.m. till 9 p.m. until Friday.
Number 5, the new guidelines have been announced for free and reduced price meals for students. Forms to apply are going to be sent home with students next week. You can apply anytime during the school year.
Number 6, tonight is National Night Out, and locally the Manatee County Sheriff's Office and the Boys and Girls Club are teaming up. This is a nationally recognized crime prevention event. Free, open to the public. It starts tonight at 6, goes till 9 at the Sheriff's Office in Bradenton.
All right, number 7, what's trending? How about the worst way to start your day? Well, it was a breakfast burrito from Cheesecake Factory, this thing right here, that just scored the dubious honor of the worst breakfast food. This thing has eggs, bacon, chicken, chorizo, cheese, potatoes, avocados, peppers, onions, sour cream, salsa, and black beans. It is the calorie equivalent of eating 7 sausage McMuffins, 2,700 calories, 2 days worth of sodium, more than 3 days worth of saturated fat. Can you even imagine? What is the unhealthiest thing that you eat that you know it's bad for you, but you still got to have it sometimes?
You know, for 20 years, every morning, I had a big glass of chocolate Quick
Okay.
and 2 Pop-Tarts.
Oh, I like that. I respect
20
that.
years. I wouldn't touch any of it anymore.
That's good. That's
How about you?
good. How about you?
I don't know, Fruit Loop cereal, I guess.
It's still pretty. I mean, you balance it out. You've got the milk.
Sugar,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Not too terrible. Chili cheese fries.
Nice.
Oh, no more time. Gotta go.
I'm afraid you win. All right. Have a great Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast.